All right, so we have made it to the nature reserves here in Lancaster. It's called the Prime Desert Woodland Preserves, and I thought we would come and take a nice walk, get some sun and fresh air. Nature, of course, is always where it's at. And we'll have lunch. Hopefully they have somewhere where we can sit and have lunch. So if you come here and you want to hang out and bring lunch like we're doing, that's something that you will be able to do. Looks like quite a few people are here enjoying the preserves. So I've been here at night for the holiday lights, but it's just one little section, so I'm not sure what else is here. I mean, at least they should have some benches or something, so we're gonna see what we can find. All right, it's getting a little windy all of a sudden. It wasn't windy like this a little while ago, but it's not too cold. It's about 65 degrees. I have on my sweater, and during the winter I like to do my layers, so I have on my extra long sleeve shirt under here, so it doesn't feel too bad with the wind. We'll probably only be here for about an hour, so it shouldn't cool off too much. But let's see. There's this bridge they are talking about. This is the bridge over here, I'm guessing. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's a nice little place to come walk, exercise. There's quite a few people coming, kind of. Welcome to the South Trail, it says. These are some of the birds that you can see. Well, actually one bird. There's the mockingbird, I guess, that is here. Of course, there's lots of jackrabbits. And I guess apparently they got snow at one point in the past. Yeah, well, it snowed here right before we moved here. It snowed here. But it wasn't a lot of snow. Remember that winter when we got so much rain up in Ridgecrest? Which way should we go, boys? That trail or this trail? Somewhere. Oh, here's a little seat we can sit and eat if you guys want to eat. Now. I don't know. Looks like a bench to me.
No, but I meant like
I don't know that they have picnic tables, if that's what you're asking. But that might be your only chance. So. Might be your only chance, sir. Did I lock the door?
Realistically, who's going to try to thief anything?
Well, my purse and everything is in there, so it don't matter if you think. Let's see how far. I think we went kind of far, huh? Okay, let's see. Let's look at the map here. Let's see, what do they have on the legend? Restrooms are inside. Oh, there are some restrooms. I didn't want to have to use those porta potties. I'm going to go use the restroom before we go on the trail. There's a park bench somewhere. I see it says park bench. So we'll go maybe find a park bench and have our lunch. And we'll see what good old desert is doing today. So let's go to that interpretive center that they have across the parking lot and find the bathroom, because I am not going to no porta potty. That is not something that I want to do today. Porta potties are nasty. Ugh. I mean, I guess if you absolutely have to, but I'm gonna hopefully. You know what? I just thought about it. It's the day after Christmas. I don't even know if this interpretive center is open, because most places closed the day after Christmas too. So I'm hoping that, I don't know, I'm not feeling that great about it being open, but let's see. Let's see. This place is pretty big. It didn't look like this when we changed for the Christmas light show. Oh, the lights are still up over there. All right. The interpretive center. Don't know what that means. I don't know what they do here, but I like the architect. Yep, it says sorry, we're closed. Of course. But usually they're open from 10 to 4. Closed on holidays. So, oh, thanks, Daya. You might want to hold it by the handle so you don't drop it again. Daya's over here dropping our lunch.
Why are you holding it like that?
Why did you drop it? Okay, let's try this again. We had to go back and lock the car. And now we are continuing our walk on the trail. Jediah, how does it feel? Jediah has a mean mug on.
When does he know?
What's wrong, Jediah? Are you not enjoying nature's bounty? Jediah? Oh, okay. One wouldn't be able to tell.
No,
How does it feel, Jaden? Jaden doesn't know. It feels naturey. Okay, cool. Hi.
Beautiful day.
Of course. Everybody seems to be in nice, good spirits today. Day after Christmas. What? You don't want to talk to people?
I'm just saying, why can't I keep buying with the shoes on?
Why can't I say hi to people? Huh? People make the world go round. You ever heard that?
No.
People make the world go round.
Actually, it's smoking.
These are our desert trees, y'all. They are spiky and spiny. What? What's
I'll
tender?
hold it like this since it was tilted. So
That's fine, however you need to hold it. Who says the desert is barren? I mean, we don't have the lush tropical trees, but we have foliage. We do. And it's so peaceful compared to being in the city where there are lots of people. Especially, I remember when I was younger, growing up in LA, and when I would want to go to like a park or to have some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city and the concrete and the cars and the, you know, buildings, because there's not a lot of green spaces, like open green spaces in LA. Or in the center of LA, anyway, where I grew up. I remember trying to find a green space, and of course all the green spaces are cultivated, right? They have to be carved out and protected so that you have a little bit of green space. And so we had Kenneth Hahn, and that was like the only big area of green space that you could get away and have a little bit of refuge. But then of course it's highly cultivated and manicured. You know, it's a nice big recreation area with a pond and streams and ducks and picnic areas and playgrounds and things like that. But even when you went to go to this green space, there would be so many people trying to do the same thing that you didn't even have quiet. I think these are the park benches. That's what I was telling you. So yeah, this is the way that they made park benches to be integrated into the landscape. So you get this adobe looking cement park bench. So this is what you got. You want to sit here and eat, or what do you want to do? You want to keep going, Jaden? I mean, I thought the other one it was right in the front, but at least it would, or we could keep going and see if we find a nicer area that's maybe not shaded, because it's kind of chilly under this tree.
Okay.
We want to walk a little more and find another bench, and hope we get a. What are these little things? This is some kind of little sculpture. I don't know. Okay. All right, so let's keep going and see if we find another bench, and then we eat. Hopefully your spicy tofu is not too spicy because we left the water in the car.
Some of you can't handle that.
Or too salty.
Get good.
We'll see. Right. You can see the mountains over there. I see a windmill. That's a close windmill. Somebody must have one close by in their yard or
What's
something.
stopping you from putting a wind turbine in your backyard?
No, I don't know.
I mean, because really, it's perfectly legal and you get wind power.
I like this preserve. It's nice and quiet and relaxing.
Also, do you just get...
You didn't even hear any traffic, no sirens, nothing. Nothing. All right, so we'll see when we find our bench and we sit down to eat our lunch, show you what we got. Okay, so we found a bench to eat. I'm not gonna film the boys because they say they don't want to be on camera. But this is our bowl. We all got the same thing. We got some, let me put this down so you can see. We got some tofu, spicy teriyaki tofu. And we got half and half. Some noodles. And it's right there in that cup. One of them is open. No, on the bench. You want sriracha or teriyaki sauce?
I don't know.
One of them is open. You're going to turn it over and spill it. And then it has rice in it. And veggies like some zucchini and cabbage and broccoli and carrots. So I'm going to enjoy this. But I'm going to let y'all know how it tastes. I haven't had teriyaki madness. That's what this place is called, teriyaki madness. I first learned about it in Vegas because I would always go visit my brother who lives in Vegas, and being vegan was always looking for things that we could eat. And so this was like a little kind of like a fast food noodle bowl shop. They make other things like salmon and beef and chicken, but they have this tofu bowl. And so we would always get it in Vegas, but it's been like, I don't know, 7 years. So it's so weird now to move to this area and see that they have one just randomly here. I've never seen them before. I only saw that first one in Vegas, and then they have one here. It's like in a shopping center with a gas station. So let me see how this one tastes. Let me taste the noodles. They're good. They have chili flakes on them. And they're wheat noodles, so they don't have any egg in them. The cashier told me. And then the tofu. It's good. I mean, there's a lot of flavors, so I know there's a lot of like sugar and salt in it. But you know, if you're not at home and you need something for lunch, and you've been doing light food, and you can splurge a little bit. Like this morning we had fruit. We grabbed bananas and oranges and cherries on the way out. So this is our first cooked meal for the day. And the veggies are really crunchy. Not overdone, not mushy. Look at the broccoli. Bright green. Really, really crunchy and fresh. So I'm gonna sit down with the boys and enjoy my bowl, and then we're gonna continue walking and getting this nice desert scenery. All right. Okay, so we ate our lunch, and actually I only ate about half of the bowl because it had a little bit too much salt in the sauce. And they put a lot of sauce on it. And there's a little bit of some heavy grease in the bottom of the bowl. So I think next time I would have to ask them to go easy on the sauce or put the sauce on the side, because I don't like a lot of grease and fat and salt. So Jaden, please, why are we doing acrobatics with the bag? All right. The noise level kind of picking up a little bit. I see people walking way over there. There's trails that go way that way, I guess. But we're not gonna go too far in. I didn't even wear the right shoes. I got on Crocs, y'all. I didn't really plan to come and walk in the trail. Telling the kids to give me a little bit of space to have a little quiet walk, and they're out back here making all this noise. And I don't know what Jaden's fascination with this bag of trash is, that he has to throw it around and bang it around. I'm not sure what that is, but so the reserve, or the preserves, I keep calling it reserve, this preserve comes up against people's backyard. And it must be nice to have a preserve as your backyard. And your view, this is your view from that house back there. It's nice. I could imagine when it rains it's nice and peaceful. So yeah, this is nice little walk. Hopefully I don't have food around my mouth or in my teeth. I feel like I have some in my teeth, but that's okay. So this is officially my third video that I am shooting. Well, okay, so not really my third video, but I've shot a lot of different videos, but they just been kind of like testing out my camera and, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, I look a little shiny, y'all. I put in some hemp seed oil in my hair, and I just noticed through the camera that it's kind of shining quite a bit. So, but that's okay. A better shiny than ashy, right? So anyhow, this is my as I get a little more comfortable with the camera and this whole, you know, filming thing, this is officially what I'm calling my third video that I'm gonna try to get, you know, ready and uploaded and that kind of thing. So I'm not gonna lie, it's been a journey just this last, you know, week or two, just trying to get make something of this whole video process and YouTube process. And I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I remember when the boys were really itty bitty, like 2 and 4, and I remember when, you know, they became aware of computers and YouTube, and they would put on, like, you know, their little singing friends, like Baby Shark songs, and even, you know, like Ryan's toy review. I remember when he was, I think he's about the same age as my youngest, and, you know, or my oldest, and now he's grown up and on to different things. But I remember when his channel was first starting out and my boys were watching him, and how much you know, of a following he developed over the years. To watch it and see it now is amazing. And I remember thinking, oh wow, it'd be so cool to kind of get into YouTube like that. You know, not that I want to be, you know, Ryan's toy review famous, but, you know, just because it's such a a public facing type platform where you can influence so many, and you can build a following and connect with folks in this global world, and teach people things and learn from folks, and just so much reciprocity in the whole YouTube thing, not just making money and that kind of thing, although that's nice too, right? So I remember watching all these little things with the boys as they were growing up on YouTube, and watching the channels grow, and watching folks kind of move on to bigger and better things, and new opportunities come their way. And I always wanted to, oh, a rabbit, let's see, I just saw one of those rabbits just ran by. When we lived in Ridgecrest, we would see so many rabbits. He went in this little bush right here, but I'm sure he's not gonna come out now. Did you guys see the rabbit? No. He's in this bush hiding, which, what's what we want him to do. Stay safe, little rabbit. Okay, well, I don't think he's gonna come out now. So anyhow, I always wanted to do it, and I spent a lot of years thinking about it, I'll say, and it's been on my mind even more over the last year, I'll say. Actually, I did try to do some kind of videos once upon a time, but I always had like a little cheap phone that couldn't really it couldn't really film anything. It didn't have storage, and I had bought a tripod. I was really into showing the world and teaching folks about being plant-based, because I went a whole year one time, y'all, where I only ate food that I made at home from scratch. I'm telling y'all, I made all my veggie burgers from scratch. I made my bread, my buns to go with the veggie burgers from scratch. I made it all from scratch, and I did that for, it wasn't a whole year, it was about maybe 10 months straight. And it was my journey to get better, because I had just come from my child welfare job, where I was a social worker, and I was on the road a lot, and eating out a lot, and eating in my car a lot, and very, very stressed out. And I had gained, I was up to like 190 pounds, which is crazy because I'm only like 5 feet tall. So anyway, I had got really, really just in a bad way with my health. And so I, started reading, and took time away to just be at home and focus on me and the kiddos. Thankfully, my husband, he's always held it down, and he was working, and he was the only breadwinner, and I was able to concentrate on just getting me, and not even just me, the kids, his health, everything. We got back on track, and that was my priority. And so just being plant-based and not really doing a whole lot of other things. I mean, I had my treadmill, and I did walk a few miles a day. I lost like 50 pounds, and then of course since then, that was years ago, but since then I'm probably I'm the same size I was when I was in high school now. But that's because I am not only plant-based, but I also do a lot of weeks and months in between on juice, all juice diets, or I don't even like to use the word diets, but where I do all juice, or I do all raw fruits. You already know you don't know, but I don't eat a lot of cooked food on a regular basis. If I do, it's like one cooked meal a day. I try to. Some weeks I'm doing everything, where I'm eating like 2 cooked meals a day, and then some weeks I'm eating no cooked meals. you know, it's all smoothies and nice cream. I'll have to make some videos about that if folks are interested. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in some of the things that I eat. I'll be happy to show folks what that looks like. But anyway, so I did try at one point to do like some cooking videos, and I became really discouraged because I didn't have the equipment to produce good videos, or even shoot videos. I didn't have the storage. And so that was that. And that was in the midst of, you know, the kids being really young and me trying to make everything from scratch and all the things that I was doing. So here I am again. Got some folks coming through. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
So here I am again, doing it for a second season and trying to dig in a little more than I did the first time. I got, you know, of course I work full time. I have more funds to invest in some of the little things like this camera and, you know, accessories and things like that, that I didn't have the first time around. So hopefully that is helpful. Ooh, I'm sweating, y'all. I'm hot with this sweater and this extra shirt under the sweater now, even though it feels chilly and looks chilly. Well, it doesn't look chilly. It's nice and sunny today, but it feels chilly when you first kind of step out. But when you're walking in the sun, it's hot. Let me try to see if I can wipe some of this. I feel like I'm on the run with all this perspiration. But anyway, which is good because I don't usually sweat. And sweating is good. So anyhow, since I've started over the last week or so, I have found the most difficult thing is to keep up with technology. So, you know, being in your 40s, I can't remember when computers first became a thing in everybody's household, and they didn't do nearly as much as they do today, of course. And so it has been a big learning curve, which I'm glad. I feel like I'm stretching myself just to learn how to do some of the simple things that, like, you know, my kids will tell me, Mom, you just do this. Mommy, you just do that. It's easy. You just click this button and blah, 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 and this is what this means. Okay, well, Mommy don't have that kind of brain because I'm not a child of the computer age per se. I mean, I kind of, all of this stuff started to really develop when I was probably in my teens, and then of course we know how much technology further develops, you know, from day to day, year to year. You know, it's so fast. So anyway, that's been the hardest thing, is learning the technology, learning the things. I've never been totally in the dark when it comes to technology and computers. So Jaden is driving me crazy with that bag. Please. I've never been totally in the dark when it comes to technology. Like, I've been able to navigate a lot of spaces because of my ability to use the computer and understand some things. And I could, you know, I'm not afraid to play around with settings and different platforms and kind of, you know, until I get it right. I understand, you know, enough to be able to do that. But when it comes to like this uploading and different settings and all this stuff, it has become a little bit of a chore. So that it's been a learning curve. I know it's going to continue to be a learning curve until I get really comfortable with it. And of course, I think by then it's probably all going to change again. But it's okay. So that's been the hardest part, is realizing that, hey, you've been a little bit left behind. You've been in your bubble. You know, yeah, so anyway, been left behind, been in my little bubble, and if there's anything that's coming from this, at least it's prompting me. At least it's prompting. You guys can go ahead of me, please. Go ahead of me. Because you're standing behind me, and all I hear is a bag rattling every 5 seconds when you guys could walk ahead of me. Thank you. So anyway, so I feel like, you know, at least me starting this is prompting me to exercise those brain cells that don't get a lot of exercise when I'm in my comfort zone, you know, doing my regular work that, you know, I know well, and is not necessarily oriented towards technology. And so this is kind of helping me to stretch and grow a little bit, so I can look at it in that way as well. But I think my overall goal, like for this, I don't like to set goals for the year, things like that. I don't believe that's just not me. I'm just kind of a little more blow with the wind. But I do want, as a larger goal for myself, you know, regardless of time and space or whatever, I do want to see something come of my efforts with this. And so I don't know what that will be, but I am also very much one who sees value in the process more than the end result. Like, the process is the goal for me. Do y'all know what I mean? So anyway, what's been your biggest challenges when it comes to making a channel or starting a YouTube channel? Are they the same as mine with the technology and you know, getting stuff uploaded and understanding how the camera functions and that kind of thing? Or what else, what are the other challenges that you all have faced? I'm curious to hear. So we have walked around, we walked maybe like a good, I don't know, half a mile maybe. We didn't walk a lot. Maybe next time we come back I'll have on better shoes. And come prepared. I still have to use the bathroom, y'all, because remember, I never found a bathroom that I could use. So you know, we had a gallon of water. We didn't have individual bottles. This was kind of like an impromptu visit, just to kind of have lunch and get some nature. And so we're at the end. We have made it back to the parking lot. So we're gonna head home, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. So, you know, we're being, what y'all call it? Big bags?
Yeah.
We're being big bags. And we just came from the reserves and eating that tofu bowl, which was kind of salty, and decided that we were going to do something we haven't done in a long time, which is it's boba time. I don't usually do boba drinks too much. I love them, but the boba, if you look at the ingredients, it is not, the ingredients are not good for you at all, unless you find some natural boba. But anyway, this hits the spot. Oh, and tea is not my thing, the caffeinated teas, like the black teas and the green teas, because my body doesn't like caffeine as much. But I got a Hokkaido, which is kind of like a caramely kind of tasting tea, black tea with almond milk, and I got it 75% sweet with boba. So it's good. It's not that sweet, but it's still good. And Jaden got Hokkaido too, and Jediah got a caramel tea. So let me taste yours, Di. Yours is a little lighter. It doesn't taste that much different from the Hokkaido. How do you guys like it?
I like mine.
Delectable, Jaden says. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna sip our tea all the way home, and hope this caffeine don't give me a run for my money today. But hey, can't be perfect every day. All right. See y'all on the next one. Bye.